Rosie O'Kelly's not really a nomad anymore. She does travel to Vegas a lot, sometimes down to Los Angeles. She's up in the Santa Rosa. That's up north of it's up north of San Francisco. It's kind of Napa Valley. Anyway, she does do some traveling, and sometimes she does get in her van and go all across the country. But it's been a while since she did that. Anyway, about a year ago, was it a year ago? It was like late 2019, early 2020. She had Elvis Travels, Marshall Camus, whatever, Marshall. We'll just call him Marshall, okay? He was there at her place and building out. They were both working to build out the Lisa Marie and do some. That's his vehicle, his camper vehicle, and they were working on it, and they did a nice job. And Rosie did a nice job. She did a lot of work and fixed it up. There was a lot of mold and water leaks and stuff like that. And then they had a dispute, and he left, and then he got mad and did nasty things on YouTube apparently, and then she managed to get the YouTube police after him and got his channel shut down, and that was that, we thought. And then Elvis kind of has been inching his way back, trying to get back on YouTube, and he has a video. He had a video. He has a channel called Alpha Nomad now that is back up. Okay. Yeah, it's a rename of something that he had earlier. Because I was originally subbed to it and it just popped up and I didn't have to resub to Alpha Nomad. So somehow he got back on YouTube. I'm sure he's not monetized or anything. And whether he will be monetized again, I don't know. But long story short, Rosie gives a little lecture to Elvis today saying, stay in your lane. I'm keeping an eye on you. You don't, we're now separate entities, and you go do your thing and leave me alone and don't bug me and I won't bug you, kind of thing. So we'll see. I'm sure there will be another chapter to this story. Okay, I don't know. I guess I made a mistake. I resubscribed to the Daily Woo. That's Adam the Woo's main channel these days. I did enjoy his trek across Texas in the storm, 3 or 4 days of him driving across the Lone Star State with all the ice and snow and power outages and stuff like that. Good set of videos. Do watch them if you haven't watched those. Now he's back in Florida. He's driving from LA, from his home in LA to his new home in Celebration, Florida. And he renewed his annual Disney pass at Disney World. And he's at the Osceola County Fair. So more of that. Again, I really don't want to see the Disney stuff and the fair stuff. I don't want to see it. And you look, and I think some other people tend to agree with me, because you look at his views of the Texas power outage stuff, driving across Texas. We're getting like 200,000 views of those videos. He did very well, and he's back down to like well under 100,000 views of his latest couple videos. So I don't know, man. He said in his return to Florida after driving cross country back when he was back at his place in Celebration, he did say that his goal for 2021 is just do what he wants, okay? Basically, there's no goal for his channel. He's just gonna do what the heck he wants. And you know what? He's built his channel up to over 500,000 subs. I guess he can pretty much do what he wants, right? Traveling K down there in New Zealand, storage containers arrive at their land. She and her, I guess it's still her boyfriend, but she's in a family way. I don't like doing that. So baby coming, and I guess they need some more room. So storage containers arriving. Right, so she's setting up a homestead on the land there, 5,000 liter tank for the Wawa, and a big storage, one of those big storage thingy dingies. Storage compartment container, they're big. They're those big things. It is, it's like what Aja's got at Aja Acres there in Williams. So a lot of room for storage, some water, and a couple of vehicles, and they're set. Yes, some extra room for him and her and baby too. Whoa, another problem if you're living on the road is, what do you do if you get migraine headaches? Holy cow. I mean, those things can be really debilitating. You just have to kind of turn off from the rest of the world for a while. They do have some meds that can help you out, but a lot of people suffer from them, and they're and they're nasty. And if you're on the road, how do you deal with it? Good video here from Static Camper Van. All right, a lot of swag there for Mr. Chrome there. Rainy day in Vancouver. You know, I imagine a good chunk of the winter is rain up there, right? At least it's not snow. At least he's not out in minus 40 degrees or 30 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius. Was that? I forget. Whatever. It was minus 30 degrees last week, and he had some vehicle issues, but it's warmer. He's back in Vancouver, and he's got some swag to keep him busy. Yeah, I think that'll be a little easier than that. Yeah, this one may take you an hour or so. This one's going to take you a week. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. Good for Chrome. Letters, letters, letters. You know, I did a video this morning talking about friendships on YouTube, especially among the nomads. And I was trying to differentiate between, you know, I mean, we use the term friendship casually, but how many friendships are really, you know, dyed-in-the-wool true friendships where somebody's going to be there for you for whatever happens? Very few of them are, but we, you know, I have friends. I got my neighbors are friends, and my coworkers are friends, and the folks on YouTube are friends. But are they really? Jen D says, I don't think that YouTube or nomadic existence changes anything with respect to friendship. We simply do not become friends with most of the people we encounter. It takes a lot to become friends, at least true friends, and I don't honestly think that most people have that many friends, and we often call acquaintances friends. Yeah, I'm more like, yeah, use the term acquaintances. If anything, online life just exaggerates the presence of an individual in one's life. Someone below or someone in the other comments mentioned that friendships need to be nurtured. It's a little hard on the road and distance from others, although the connection is juiced by having common interests and stuff like that. Yeah, it's true. It's true. You know, again, if you're constantly moving, it's going to be a little harder to get those really good, deep friendships, I would think, right? Carol West says, I like you, Dave, because you remind me of my old music and songwriting partner. We are no longer friends because I let him talk me into getting together and I did not fall in love. Sadly, we are no longer friends. I do have the same friends that have lasted 25 years. I doubt that when I'm on the road, I will have closer friends than these. Again, it's the expectations. You know, you may be friends with somebody else, and then you think, let's take it a step further, you know, and that doesn't really work. Sometimes you can go back to just being friends, and sometimes it kind of wrecks the relationship. It's a risk you take. My moderator, Shimei, says I need to be a service geezer matchmaker. We should do that here on the camodave channel. Fix up certain YouTubers together. I still think... I don't know what Inspirational Nomad's name is. Is it David? Somebody told me it was David. I don't know. I don't know what his name is. I don't care what his name is. Let's just call him Inspiration. Let's just call him Nomady. Inspirational Nomad. If you know what Inspirational Nomad's real name is, let me know in the comments below. But he and Morgan, Unstoppable Morgan, I'd like to just see that. He should at least be a real estate guy. Come on, show her some property. She's looking for property. He's been looking around at property and stuff down there in Florida. Put them together at least and just see how they get along for a day or two, you know? Lee Pepping, I think I said it right? Lee Pepping, friends come and go as you evolve or devolve. I like to have only 2 to 3 friends most of the time. My wife and I have been together for 20 years and we're friends now. We're friends now along with our kids and grandkids. Fern in Nomad Land had no kids. She didn't want to connect with others, whereas her male friend did. David Stratham, I think that was that guy with the grizzly beard there, yeah. Dave, you have the blues. Listen to Hendrix, Rainy Day. The sun did come out, Lee, right at 1 o'clock today. The rain stopped and brilliant, beautiful yellow ball of sun flew up in the sky, and the clouds got beautifully went away. So we are now, winter is now officially over here. We are now into spring, and it's going to be 70 degrees by Wednesday. So I think that's a true thing, Lee, is whether you have kids or not. That's another big issue on how you develop friends in your life, you know. And it's true, Fern didn't have kids. If she had had kids, yeah, it would have changed things, right? And we have seen nomads like Becky. Remember Becky, who had, she had some serious health issues and passed away a couple years ago. She had kids in I believe a son or something in the Denver area, and she had people, that were there for her, to really help her out. And if you can count among your good friends, your relatives, then you're pretty lucky. No Fear to Trek Ray says, a true friend invites you to do a load of laundry in their washing machine, just saying. Yeah, I was saying on my Doxinator, I think of him as a true friend. And and even though when I stayed there a couple of days, he would not let me use his washing machine. No, he said no. But I went around his back one morning and asked his wife, and she said yes. So she said yes. Local Hero says, I think most nomads are on the Bob Wells bandwagon. If they were loners, they wouldn't be traveling in these tribes. If they were loners, they wouldn't be going to Quartzsite and going to the RTR during the winter. Real loners like to be alone. They aren't looking for friends. They are looking for affirmation. They aren't looking for affirmation from others about their SE choices in life, nor do they look for pity from others. Bob Wells is not a loner. He just doesn't like being in places and situations that he can't control. I think there's various degrees of lonerism. Okay, I do think that. There are some people that really want to be loners. Yeah, they're not going to go to Quartzsite. They're not, they're not going to want to hang out with the tribes. But then there are some people too that are they like distance. They like to have control over their life and their own relationships, and they like people at a distance. And then there's other people that are really people who need people. They're the luckiest people of them all. Daryl says, I have lots of friends. I have very few people who I say are closest family. And that's where the distinction lies for me. Family most unrelated to you are there with you unconditionally and support you as you support them. Very true. Unconditional is a very important word. Sarah Rum says, I call up a friend from the past and we have great conversations. They always want to meet up. I'd rather not. I'm the type that likes living alone for the most part, being alone after 3 failed marriages. I like solitude. I have anxiety, by the way. I love the rain. Have a nice day, Dave. I love the rain too, as long as it's not flooding, heavy, super thunderous lightning rain. Nice, more normal rain is fine. And as long as it's not all day, little rain now and then, breaking off, and I go out and take my walks, I'm good. And finally, we'll get one more nomad land. We got to get out of nomad land. Okay, we've talked about it long enough, but one more nomad land thing here from Van Camp and Woody. Nomad land is a heartwarming story of one nomadic lady's struggle with a major life change experience. Just one of thousands brave enough to go on a journey into the unknown and continue life on their terms. Each new day is a blessing, and how you choose to accept it makes the journey humbling. Loved the mock RTR and learning something about Bob's reasoning for continuing his journey with a humble heart. See you down the road, or as I say, catch you on the other side. All right. It's good. I liked it because you can kind of plug in your own version of spirituality or whatever you call it into that basic theme and, go your separate ways. But, yeah. Anyway, whatever I'm saying. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. You all have a wonderful rest of your Monday. We'll talk to you later. Vlog on.